Alrighty guys, welcome to your new moon in Aries reading for the collective. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle some cards and see what comes up. If it's right for you, then run with it, use it. If it's not right, let it fly. It might work out for some and for others it might not. But let's go ahead and see what the collective needs to hear. This new moon in Aries. What does this new moon in Aries hold? Okay, so already we've been dealing with 4 shuffles. So I usually go intuitively on whatever number comes to me. So the number 4, when it comes to shuffling the deck and things like that, is telling me that we have, this reading is going to have to deal with your stability, security, just very, very balanced thinking. And we also pulled 4 cards, which is another intuitive thing that I let happen as it happens. So really we are stabilizing. Something for us in this new moon is about us finding our stability. And right now it makes sense, right? So we've got 2 of Wands where we are trying to understand what we're passionate about and what type of energy and motivation we're going to cultivate and where we're going to put it. As you can see, he's naked. He has nothing on his back. He's at the beginning of his journey, but he is being lit up and fed by all of this breathtaking, life-changing electricity and lightning. So this is really emphasizing his higher head chakra, really just enlightenment is almost what it's like. So I feel like we are finding the enlightenment of our passions and how to bring them in and stabilize them, because here we are with the 4. So we've got 2, we've got 4. We're definitely finding our feet on the earth. And this 4 of Pentacles usually signifies holding on to stability and possibly maybe not being greedy, but being stingy. However, I really enjoy this depiction of the 4 of Pentacles because it seems to me like she has found security and sourcing of her energy, and it's crossing over with this arc of light. And from that light, she is pointing her arrow in the place where she needs to find materialistic value. She's very Sagittarian. I mean, that's what I'm getting from this card. Not all 4 of Pentacles, but this specific deck, which really felt Aries to me, is really screaming like, use your security to achieve your dreams, to release your arrow into your goals. This is really like interesting. And like, here we are, we've got truth. I mean, this is almost a dark depiction of truth, but there is this mental clarity that's coming in as you begin to stabilize and focus on what your passions are all about. And we also have judgment. And judgment is all about balance and understanding right and wrong. So, you know, there's something about Aries that is helping us understand what's right and wrong for us. What is light and dark? What defines our passions? How are we going to find truth and stability enough to move forward, to lay down the land, so to speak? We're a little bit cut off from resources. Now, I don't think that that's monetary resources. I think this has something to do with vitality. So, you know, the sun is as the sun comes in here, the sun is an amazing energy source. It can also burn you out. And especially here in Texas, we're already in the 90-degree weather. So, you know, drink your water, go outside, live with the cycle of the sun. If it is good for you to wake up with the sun and go to sleep with the sun, like as it sets, then that might be something you need to get into. It also might be signifying that we are being supercharged by the sun and we don't know what to do with it. And it's asking, you know, the cards are really asking us to remember that like abundance and generosity are something that grow naturally when they are needed. And this is all coming from this eternal vitality source of energy right here. So although we feel like maybe we're cut off from resources, look deeper, find more eternal, infinite sources of energy that can really bring in this just constantly, eternally abundant, generous, charitable nature. The Nine of Pentacles usually to me just seems like she wants not. She has what she needs. It grows off the trees for her. Here in this depiction, this woman is in the middle of the desert and she seems to not even have her arms, but she has her mind and her sight. And she is at the apex of the pyramid, which is like the highest connection to other dimensions, to enlightenment once again. So there's something about our stability, our ability to find stability in earth and finding our truth that is really going to help us balance things out and move forward and be the authority of our own minds. It's hard. We've been going through a lot of influencing polarities, and understanding your own truth and choosing to be the authority of your own mind and your own thought has been a constant struggle. And it's something that we have to consciously choose. And that is what's going to help us step into this Nine of Pentacles energy and look around and realize that we have abundant resources and just tools around us to feed that enlightenment, to point our arrow in the right direction, and to access our passion, right? And our truth. So I'm going to keep going in and see what else does this new moon in Aries mean. It really does go with the Aries new moon. Aries has a lot to do with fiery passion. He's the first sign, the first zodiac of the first sign of the zodiac. And he likes to get the ball rolling. Sometimes, he can stumble a little bit, miss some things that are around him because he's moving so quickly. But all of this fiery, fast-forward passion and motivation is really bringing you to clarity of thought, authority over your mind, sovereignty. That's what we're really looking for. That's what I'm looking for. So make sure that you are being honest with yourself about your truth. If you are denying your truth in any way, judgment will come and you will be cut off from more resources, and you will be living in this place where you don't realize you are surrounded by what you need. But if you can hold on to truth and point this arrow accordingly to your passions, to whatever makes you feel enlightened, also to like the messages that are coming out of nowhere, trying to tell you what you're meant to do and what your purpose is, listen to those things because they will really guide you into where you want to head with yourself, financially speaking, or like in your home life, in your office life, those types of things, in your business, in your money. That is a big part of it. We can't deny the truth, though. There's something about this card that's telling me, there might be darkness to your truth. So have courage. Remember, you are an abundant resource yourself. You are sourcing from eternal light. When you forget that, it's hard to want to face the darker aspects of your truth. And I stumble on it all the time. I'm constantly trying to keep it in check. This chick, for her, traditionally speaking, money grows on trees, and yet she has no arms, and all she has is the vision and the light of her third eye of her mind, and the fact that she knows she's at the apex of enlightenment, right? But she has no arms. So that takes a lot of trust, and that's a really hard truth to confront and face. But this is something that's really taking place within your mind, within your brain. So once again, vitality is being brought up for me. Your brain and your nervous system, it needs good nutrients. It needs energy. It needs vitality. It needs to be respected. And if you are the type of person who needs to be asleep at night and awake during the day, do it. If you're the type of person who needs to be awake at night and asleep during the day, go ahead and do it. I know currently for me, I've been staying up a lot later, and it's been really good for me. And I know now, I can remember that it's a seasonal change. Sometimes, when the winter, for me, I sleep at night, the whole night. And then in the summer, I'm got more energy. Go figure, I've got the whole sun beating down on me and feeding me with vitamin D and energy. So make sure you own this truth. Make sure you hold it and you're responsible for it. A king is not only in power, he is in responsibility. Whether that responsibility feels like a burden or a liberation is up to you. But you have to have the nalgas to go in and hold this truth, even if it is dark. And don't let it force you to feel or corner you in feeling like you don't have the resources you need, or that you are going to destabilize if you go through a shift. If you see this truth, you're going to shatter. Don't let it scare you like that. You have abundance on your side. You have like passion on your side. Your nervous system, your brain, your ability to discern is trying to come out and see reality for what it is. Own it. Own it. It's totally time to own it. And now we've got High Priestess shows up and the Eight of Cups. So High Priestess, you know, this is where we're coming in with enlightenment and intuition and things like that. We need to be using our intuition, our feminine resources. And she's raw, she's emotional. So if this truth that is kind of darker is coming forward and is really emotional, hang it up with the High Priestess, because she is the one who likes to metabolize and integrate those emotions for her power, for her magic, for her occult, and like unconsciousness, darker energy even. This is kind of bringing up something else in my mind of, you know, I like to tell you guys, and I'm going to tell you once again, there is no light and dark. Light and dark is a tool. That's how we understand reality, and that's how our souls like to experience and learn. But in truth, as long as you are moving forward, you are moving into light. So if your truth that's coming out holds darkness, you know you are moving into light. Use the tools you need to fully uncover it. Do not be afraid. The High Priestess is here. She is raw. She is eternally connected to lunar cycles. She has power. She is not afraid of density, of the unknown. This is her domain. So if you are stepping into the unknown and yet it's stabilizing, you're stabilizing the unknown within you and this trust in the unknown within you, you know, then I think you're on the right path. Don't let fear take over. The Eight of Cups is telling me that this is something that you would like to leave behind, that you wish that you didn't have to deal with. But the truth is, in order to find freedom, in order to be sovereign, in order to own your mind and make your decisions and hold these powerful energies of eternal abundance and like I said, ownership of your mind, the authority of your thought, and the powerful feminine energy of using cycles and resources around you, this is what you need to do. You have to face it. You have to face these darker emotions. This is a stabilizer. It may feel like it's going to shatter you, but it is actually going to level the playing field for once and for all. We've been leveling up this whole time, and this new moon is here to say, I'm here to encourage you to take that last step, dig into that last chunk, and find stability in the unknown. Find stability in the darker aspects of your consciousness, of your experience. This is what gives you freedom and power at the same time. So that's all I have today. It feels like a short one, but you know, I think it might be a little dense. Otherwise, you guys, DM me if you want any card readings or if you have any questions about this. I'd love to work with some of you personally on this specific energy. This is what I do, helping you into the darkness. I'm totally down. Let's shine a light on it. So happy new moon, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.